Hello and welcome tonight to the Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation. It is night number 4 and we are raising awareness. That's what we're doing. We are raising awareness and we are raising funds. When I tell you every night we will raise funds, every night we will talk to you and give you stories and open up with you this month and tell you all about what it is that we do here at the Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation and what it is that we have been doing. That's what we will do this month, okay? And so everyone who don't know and tuning in and need to know, listen, I am the founder, Regina Miller, coming to you straight forward, uncut with the truth. Stories of tetralogy of Fallot. Stories of how it changed my life. Stories of how I never even could have imagined that this would be happening to me and my family. But it has been an amazing ride, an amazing journey. It has truly opened me up to a world that I didn't even think would even be imaginable, or even, just things happening that's so great, so great. And I need you to share first, but we're here. So I am here tonight with my amazing daughter, Regina Perez Fitness, and tonight she's going to,
I'm gonna jump in
along with me, incorporate what it is that we do here for our events, how we've been hosting, how we've been meeting other business owners, how we just do what we do. So tonight is going to be very informative as far as what we do behind the scenes and how it all began, how the Fit Fest come in to play with the Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation. How did it become so huge that everyone all over the world is trying to get in Regina Perez Fitness Fit Festivals? So we're going to have her go behind the scenes with you tonight. And we told you to tune in every night, because when you tune in, you get information. And we want you to not only get the information, but we want you to share the information. Say tetralogy of Fallot. Tell someone, I heard and I saw this young lady, and she was talking about tetralogy of Fallot. Do you know what tetralogy of Fallot is? Do you know what it means? That's what we want you to do. We want you to tell someone about tetralogy of Fallot. That's what we want you to do. And it is serious business. It is a heart disease, a very rare heart disease that is killing children right now. And we are accepting donations this month, all month long, all the way to October 31st, because that is what we're here to do. This is our month of fundraising. This is our month of information. We usually go out on the fields, out in the front line, and tell everyone what it is that we're doing, but we cannot do that because of COVID-19. So we are here. I am here. I have Regina Perez Fitness here with me tonight, and she's going to tell her story. Every night there's going to be a story. Every night we're raising funds. Every night we're accepting dollar donations. The Cash App is available. We have Cash App, PayPal. We also have a Facebook fundraiser that we're running right now. You can go on the page. We're doing this every single night in October, all the way to October 31st. When you see that red light come on, join us. We're doing it every night. So I have the lovely Regina Perez, yes,
Okay.
my daughter, here with me tonight, and she's going to tell you her story as to how she incorporated Fit Fest.
Yeah, so for those of you who do not know me, I am Regina Perez Fitness. I'm a fitness model, personal trainer to celebrities. I'm a bikini competitor, and the reason we're here is because tetralogy of Fallot. It is a heart disease And with heart, that means we need to take care of our whole body and make sure that we're healthy. And so the whole purpose that the fitness portion came about is because we want the communities to live healthier lives, work out. We want to help them with nutrition. We want to provide these classes for free. So in South Carolina, we were doing the Fit Fest, and it started about like year 3. Mm-hmm. And with incorporating the Fit Fest yearly, it brought in more people, more trainers, more everything. We were featured in the newspaper to over 10,000 families, which is awesome and tremendous because we were not expecting that, and we did not have to pay for that. They heard that we were raising awareness for heart disease in the community, and they came out, they interviewed us, they wanted to know who we were and like why, the importance of it. And the importance of this foundation is to, obviously, we want to help family members who cannot afford the surgery. We want to be able to spread health and wellness throughout the communities and help them understand what tetralogy of Fallot is and how it can affect you, ways to prevent it. And so if you don't know, heart disease is the #1 killer among African Americans. And so it's important that we get out there, we share the word, and we tell people. And so I really look forward to doing the Fit Festival because I get to meet other personal trainers in the area, and we want to try to eventually do it somewhere in Florida when all of this, goes away. But I look forward to doing it all the time.
We will get back out there. Fun. We will get back out there. But we thank God for social media this year. Specifically, social media has really showed out. Let's give a hand to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of those revenues of streams of social media we have taken advantage of this year for the Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation. Yeah. And just a little recap for those of you coming in who don't know who this is sitting next to me. This is my daughter, my oldest daughter. She is the creator of Fit Festival. Fit Festival is a world name renowned Fit Festival that she started through the Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation because I decided one day I had to go into God in prayer because I was hosting events for 3 years, and I decided I need some young people. Young people have a fire lit up under them that only you know the fire if you have fire lit up under you. You can tell the fire that someone else has. So I knew that my daughter had the fire to bring forth a crowd.
And it also helps when you have a following of almost 32,000 plus members on social media that support you. So, that added to it also.
And then everyone who was incorporated with you also had a following.
Oh, so already combined.
So combining
50,000 plus people
together,
knowing about it.
Making noise for a situation to bring forth awareness. And not only awareness to tetralogy of Fallot, but awareness to businesses that are out here kicking ass, excuse my expression, and working hard in the paint, to be great, to change lives, And one thing I wanted to hit on tonight also is networking. When you network, you open up an avenue for everybody to be okay. And in 2020, if we haven't learned anything, we have learned to network so we can be okay. We cannot wait on the government. We cannot wait on these things. That's why we're here tonight. I never thought that I would be a person to ask for anything. But when I realized, Regina, you're not asking for nothing for yourself. You're asking for help to help someone else. And when God really showed me what I was doing and what my assignment was, honey, I just read that scripture. You have not because you ask not. And so I just want to give a special thank you to everyone who donate, who share these lives, who share tetralogy of Fallot. All of it is helping. All of it is helping. Now, behind the scenes, what we're going to give you tonight is tell them do you have a story, maybe one, that behind the scenes that people just might want to know? How do you do what you do? How do you do what you do behind the scenes to make it so great? Your fit festivals.
Okay, so I mean, we can kind of talk about how it got started and how the whole even Fit Fest. Okay, so we're having the events. We're in year 3, and it's a good turnout, but we need more people to come and learn about tetralogy of Fallot, learn about what we have to offer, and help them for free. And so, me being who I am, I'm very big into marketing and talking to people and networking. That's my thing, you know. Especially living in DC, it kind of opened all kinds of doors. So coming back home and seeing like, okay, I can do this, set up the Fit Festival. Honestly, it was pretty easy because I'm already into fitness. I know all the trainers. It was just a matter of reaching out to them and saying like, hey, are you willing to do something for free for the community? Are you willing to help people live healthier lives? Are you willing to step out and support the Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation? And I think that was the biggest thing. Other than that, it was great. We had Jerome Robinson, MMA, boxing. We had Eric Johnson. He has his own gym out there. We had Southern Bliss Yoga. They
all of these business are in South Carolina.
Through. We had Rudy Fate. She was there. We had
that was the first
Roz
one.
Jen.
Yes.
Rockabye, he was there. Nettie was there. We had so many awesome trainers. Yes, and they brought their team with them, so it was lit.
Chef Curtis.
We had a chef there, and just incorporating all of that. And then we had the support of Shaw Air Force Base too, so those members came out there.
Vendors.
Yeah, and so
numerous business owners.
It was fun. I'm looking forward to doing it again. I enjoy Fit Fest. I enjoy leading.
When we hit back up South Carolina again, it'll be
in Columbia
epic.
this time.
It's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
It's going to be epic. And we're going to make up for anything that went wrong or went left or went right. You know, that's what we're doing. We're learning how to make everything better. Every year we get better. Every year we learn from our mishaps, our hiccups. And what would you say is a hiccup that we learned from so far in as we reach our 6 years?
I mean, for me, I'm very straightforward. And if you're late, I'm not going to have you in the show.
Oh.
So even though it is,
I don't even want to tell that story.
Even though it's a fundraiser, I still expect you to be on time as if it's a paid, because it's people's time. You need to respect people's time. So if you're late, you're out.
Listen.
So you can't. And honestly,
she say I'm too nice. I'm too. I'm gonna give you a second chance. This here, she's a real businesswoman. I won't say that I'm not, but she is cutthroat. Yeah. I really try to keep her in the background. Yeah. Because she is cut and throat. But she get it from her mother. It's just that when I see it, it's like, wow, because in my younger days, I was like her. I think I got a little soft as I got older.
Soft,
but you
have a little bit more compassion now.
Yeah, I just have a little bit more. But it's just funny to see your children, you see yourself. But,
well, I just know that it's important to you. It's important to me.
It is important now.
Show respect and be on time.
Yeah, because it's serious business. We have people depending on every part of our schedule, and we literally make schedules. We literally have an item. It's big business. It's not a game. Yeah. And so when people on that schedule don't follow what we're doing, we have to get rid of them. And that's just it is no love lost.
With that, because it is a foundation, we still have costs associated with these events, and it is on a time schedule. So we want to make sure that if you're wanting to be a part of it, that you get your time, because we can't go over, because it is a foundation and we're getting donations, and so we're making the best of people's money.
Oh yeah. And we have to show evidence of that, because donations matter, sponsorships matter,
Yeah,
and we're trying to get even more help as we go. So we definitely have to have a resume of being excellent because, God bless the child that has his own. People, if you're not helping yourself, there's nobody going to help you. I'm just going to throw that out there. Now, another hiccup that I can bring up from learning behind the scenes of the Queen Victoria Mental Heart Foundation, for those who just might want to know what's it like behind the scene as mother and daughters. My other daughter, she can't join us tonight, but she will join me before this 31 days is out.
Oh, yeah.
She's a drill sergeant in the Army.
And a comedian, entertainer.
Yes, she's all of that. So she's definitely going to show up and show out before the 31 days is up. But a hiccup for me that I can kind of laugh about now that wasn't funny before was the people. Okay, we was leasing the building, and you say you're gonna be there to open your building for me at 6 a.m. and you don't show up to 7 to open the door for me.
Yeah.
And then I got vendors
People
lining up, cars piling up, because you're talking a whole hour. You can do a lot in an hour, but me, I'm sitting up here in a parking lot talking to at least 50 vendors that's ready to come in to set up. They looking at me crazy like it's my fault, and I'm innocent. I'm trying to hold it together.
Wasn't it like a family emergency or something that happened? It
was, and it's so it's funny now, but the hiccup that I want you all to know is these are the things behind the scenes. When I'm smiling at these shows, y'all don't even know what I've been through before the doors open, because vendors will come to your events and act like they supporting you, but they give you hell. Those vendors really got on my nerve that morning because they act like I was unprofessional. I was like, why is the door not open? And I'm like, just smiling. I'm just smiling like.
I mean, at that point.
But it just irritates me that people would not have compassion. Like, do you really think I'm out here with you now? I'm out here with you.
It's not like
It's not like I'm inside and I'm holding y'all up outside for an hour. I'm out here with you, wondering, is the person going to show up? Because after you are an hour late, life happens. So I'm thinking, the worst thing I'm thinking is, I ain't having no show today. Now what?
Oh, I didn't go that far.
Yeah, I went that far. I got 50 vendors out here in the parking lot with me. Show starts 9 o'clock. So it's like, we done lost an hour. If you done lost an hour, is they coming? I'm calling. Ain't nobody answering. The people that open the door, which is not normal because these people are very reliable.
So there was an emergency, right?
It was a family emergency. I won't disclose people's business, but it was a family emergency that made sense. But I was just scared that I was going to have to cancel my show. If I can't get in the door to be great, how we going to, set up? And it takes an hour to set up. So that was one of the background hiccups that I wanted to share with y'all tonight, because like I said, every night I'm gonna have a story. So
but it ended up being very successful.
Oh man, pounded to the page.
So
started off. Listen.
Ended up being great.
The only other thing about that day was Chef Curtis had a line out the door for food,
people don't eat
because of that hour delay. It delayed the chef from preparation.
You know what I like? It's kind of all-sided, but with him, like, I would go in the kitchen and he would be like dancing, like happy, He's a boss.
Food. He's a boss.
Yeah, he was excited. He loves his job.
Yeah, and and he's successful right now because of who he is, his personality. Chef Kirk, something South Carolina. If you need a private chef or anything, look him up on Facebook under Chef Kirk. And you can DM me and get his information if you can't find him. He's amazing. He really helped us get a bright start in our shows with food, because I don't care what you have going on. You need to have some food. People want to eat. You need to have some food, okay? And what I love about Chef Kirk, I told him, you go ahead and make your money. I just want you to donate to the foundation. Because I'm not here. I'm not the type of person. The Bible says don't be greedy. I don't get into that. You feel me? If I invite you somewhere with me to make money, to grow your business so you can be successful, I'm gonna just see how you work it out, how you take care of me. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna see how you gonna take care of me. So I put Chef Kirk to that test, and he passed. He took care of me. He took care of the foundation. When I tell you, lines out the door for his food, literally. And you talking about 50 vendors, so you feeding them, you feeding the people coming in to the show, because it was like, shopping events. I host shopping events and raise awareness at the same time. You got to get the people what they like. People like to shop. They like pop-up shop. They like vendor events. They like
especially during
all
Christmas
of that.
time.
Yeah. Oh, Christmas.
Do all your shopping in one spot.
Yeah.
I know I went to at least like 5 vendors.
Yeah. Christmas is our best show of the year.
And the Fit Festival.
And the Christmas and the Fit Festival, we're going to get to the point where that's all we do is those
Eventually.
two. Yeah, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot that goes into.
And the Fit Festivals are free to the public.
All
and
of
we
them
just
are.
ask for donations as you come in. There's no pressure. You have, you don't have. And you also can just share. That's enough too. So if you're on here, be sure to like our page and share these videos. If you're unable to donate.
Jesus. We definitely gonna get to the point in the future where we just do the Fit Fest and Christmas, because we got other things going on also, and it's demanding full attention. It's getting. Why you say that?
No, it is from early.
It's getting busy. Our family is getting busy with a lot of things that God has us doing. So in the future, you're gonna see probably the Fit Festival and the Christmas shopping extravaganzas, and they're gonna be big. That
may be online this year,
and they're gonna be big.
Doing that, so
they're gonna be big. You think we should do that this year online?
People online shopping is what's it. So
we'll see. Because I'm telling you,
we're still raising funds for the family. We still have the annual teddy bear drive. We have a hospital out here that will be providing those to. Me being where I'm stationed, having boxes where military service members can drop in teddy bears. We're trying to do what we can with it being so limited. Let's have a singing break.
To gaze upon your glory, I'll sing unto you this song. We love the Lord.
I don't know this part.
Mistakes, Lord, for you. Take me to the King. I don't have much to give. I got it all to pieces. Here's my offering. Leave me there. Leave me at the throne. I done been at the altar all my life. Oh, yes. I sing to you this song. Take me to the King. Take me to the King. Take me to the King. Yes. You don't have to say sound right. Just
Oh,
praise
it sound
God.
right.
Praise God. All God wants us to do is give him glory. And I just thank God for that little praise break because we love the Lord in our family. It's all about God over here. So we don't care what y'all think about how we look and sound. You know what? God saw it. That's all that matters.
And so we just want to leave you with a last few words. If you would like to donate to the Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation, we would greatly appreciate it. If you are unable to right now, that's perfectly fine. If you could just share this video and like the page, that is just enough. Spreading the word, letting others know about it.
Yes, do that, get into that. That's what we want you to do. We want you to share the live, tell somebody, say tetralogy of Fallot as many times as you can. Spread the word, tetralogy of Fallot heart disease, please. We need your support. We are building baskets for mothers this year. We're going to always be giving out t-shirts. Lord, I'm looking at We're going to always be giving out teddy bears. See, we got 100 things going on. We're going to always be giving out teddy bears to the children. You see my ring? I'm always representing anything dealing with hearts and love. And, you know, that's just who I am. Tetralogy of Fallot. I'm a tetralogy of Fallot mother. With the foundation, spreading love, spreading joy for all the women like me. And that's what we're doing. We're helping kids, families keep smiles on their faces. My family to your family. So would you please fight with us? Be in this journey with us. Just love on the people with us. That's all we ask tonight. And that's all we're going to ask every night in October. We're going to be back here every night. We don't stay long because we're coming back every night. So I try to save some stuff for another night. So tonight, Regina Perez Fitness, head of our Fit Festival, my daughter, she shared some amazing stories behind the scenes. We try to bring you in the scene and behind the scene to show you what it is that we have going on in the Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation Boot Camp, okay? We working every day on our projects and our assignments that God has for this family. But I want to tell you one thing. We can't do it alone. Networking matters. Having great supporters matters. And loving yourself matters. Because when you learn to love yourself, people, you can love somebody else. And that's what we're doing. Everything we do for the Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation is about somebody else. And if anybody along the way feels like we've done something that's not godly, we ask you to forgive us tonight. Because we just striving for excellence, and I'm just a mother who's trying to keep my promise to my daughter, my beloved Queen Victoria Miller Heart Foundation, the reason for it. I'm just trying to keep a promise, and that promise is kept. So we just asking for a little bit of help. $1, if everyone who sees this could just donate $1. If the Lord lay on your heart to do more, to God be the glory. The results will be in, because we believe. So we thank you. God bless. And until tomorrow night, we're going to leave them with this song. Let the Lord use you. Let the Lord use you. I decided one day I was going to let the Lord use me. And that's where we are. To him I belong. And I give myself to the Lord. And that's why I can be a friend to you. God bless and good night. Say good night, daughter.
Adios. Hasta mañana.